It's race week, guys. We're heading to Austria for the Austrian Grand Prix in the Styrian Hills. What a fantastic setting for the Grand Prix. It's high speed, low downforce, brilliant circuit. We've got 3 DRS zones down into turn 1, turn 3 and then into turn 10. We had a brilliant race last year, didn't we, with Charles Leclerc taking the win on that one. And it always tends to produce some pretty good races down here at the Red Bull Ring circuit. It's the home Grand Prix for the Red Bull team, so they'll be hoping to continue their successful campaign. I mean, what a place for them to lose their first race, wouldn't it be? At their home race, would be massively disappointed if that happened. It's also the 10th anniversary at the circuit since the return to the calendar, and they've also got some exciting news for the circuit. They've agreed a 4-year extension taking us through to 2027. This weekend we've got another sprint race weekend, and it'll be off the new format. So we'll have the Friday qualifying setting the grid for the race. We'll also then have the sprint day Saturday, where we'll have qualifying in the morning, the sprint race in the evening, or the sprint shootout should we call it. Now I'm expecting a big result for Williams again this weekend. They suited the low downforce circuits in Canada and Albon. What a brilliant result. And for me, predictions, I expect him again to perform really well. Again, another P6, P7 would be fantastic. Also, Lando Norris goes really well here, so he's going to be my surprise driver for this weekend, Lando, so keep an eye on him. They were right in the hunt, weren't they, in Canada as well last time out, so I'm expecting, you know, them to be right in the midfield battle, and that battle behind Max Verstappen is fantastic, isn't it? Well, I can't see anything else but another Max Verstappen win, sadly. Perez does kind of well round here, doesn't he? Not had the results he probably hoped for in the last couple of times he's been, and he's had a poor season so far. You know, talk about championship gone down the drain, but I'm expecting a bit of a return to form for him, and I'm expecting him to get a 3rd place here at the home race. And for 2nd, I'm going to go for Fernando Alonso again. Their upgrades at the Aston Martin really worked, didn't they? And they really shot that team right up to the grid. And sadly, I'm not expecting a great weekend for the Mercedes team. They've always kind of struggled here, haven't they, with the high downforce, the low downforce, high speed circuits. Their engine was number 1, wasn't it? But it's with the draggy car that they've got, they seem to struggle on these kind of circuits. But let's see how it pans out for them over the weekend. In other news, Daniel Ricciardo is looking likely to join the AlphaTauri team after a busy weekend swearing at George Russell from the pit lane. He rumours that he said he might be going back to AlphaTauri. He did announce at Canada, actually first time, saying that he's missing Formula 1 and wants to get back in racing, which is brilliant news for us. But where will he line up? Obviously, it doesn't look like he'll get a seat straight up at the front unless something drastic happens with Sergio Perez and he potentially takes that seat. But it looks likely that he'll take the AlphaTauri seat if he performs well next year in that seat and showing he's still got what it takes. And then I imagine when 2024 comes around, Perez's contract turns up and then he's, you know, the perfect replacement for that seat. But Red Bull don't hang about, do they? And also we've had Nick de Vries, also a lot of pressure on him at the moment, not really performing as they expect, and potential that he might go into that seat for this season, but I don't expect that to happen, and it'd be very harsh on Nick if that did, and I'll be disappointed for him, to be honest with you. Audi have also stepped up their power unit development with the signing of Neil Jarni, the former Red Bull Racing development driver. He's also raced in the FIA Endurance Championship, which he won. He's also raced in Le Mans, which he's won. He's also done GP2 and Formula E, so he's got a wealth of knowledge that he's going to bring to that team, and hopefully looks like they're ready to kickstart that engine at the end of this season, or this year they've said. So let's see how that one moves forward. The FIA have also closed a loophole in the cost cap regulations where they've suspected that some of the bigger teams have used technical senior staff to work on other projects like yachting, cycling and even road car projects, and had them work under that, so they don't come under, or their salaries don't come under the cost cap. Therefore, having sort of maybe even up to 100 strong team using them and using that technology across and selling it back to Formula 1 for free, effectively, they've closed that now. So if you are going to do that, it's got to be a completely separate company, and even if it's under the same company, you know, they'll to be taking that out of the cost cap budget. So you know, I know a number of the big teams have been rumoured to say that they've already sort of spent on that and sort of now trying to work a way around so they comply with with the cost cap budget now, that's happened. High Tech have also submitted a application to join the Formula 1 grid from 2026. The current Formula 2 and Formula 3 British-based team you know, are looking to make the step up into the major league. They've only submitted their application at this stage, like the Andretti Global and Link, other teams as well. So let's see how that one pans out and who the FIA or Formula 1 then select. How many they select, let's see. There are rumours that they might go up to 12 teams in total at the end, so it's possible that a couple of teams could join. So let's see how that one develops. There's also potential for a tyre war developing. Now Bridgestone are looking to rejoin Formula 1 from 2025 when Pirelli's contract with as the sole supplier ends. Pirelli have sort of ruled out that they will go into as having two tyre suppliers at the moment. They've kind of said that, look, it takes away from the drivers having two tyre suppliers. The competition between the two, so it makes it all about the tyres, and they want the drivers to be the heroes. So they've kind of ruled out. If it was to go to Bridgestone, I think we won't see Pirelli in Formula 1. We'll just see one supplier, and it's kind of what we've seen across all the other championships, just one supplier running it. It's more cost effective and environmentally friendly also. So yeah, let's see who wins that battle. And finally, the Wrexham owners, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McAnally, who, you know, we've seen successful, massive success that they've had with the Wrexham Football Club. They've joined other investors and bought a 24% stake in Alpine. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops. Alpine, you know, got that 100 race plan to get to their first win, haven't they? So they're getting investors in and trying to bulk up some funds for that. Interesting actually, because I thought they'd be one of the teams that already sort of operate near the top of the budget, but always welcome to have money coming into the team, isn't it? But that's it, there we go. That's the highlights ahead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Cracking sprint race set, so watch out for the video of the qualifying review on Friday, and then obviously I'll have the quick one of the sprint shootout on Saturday and the sprint race Saturday also, and then the Mason race Sunday. So a lot of action packed for this weekend. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment, and always I'll see you in the next video.